Hey everybody, we're here with Amy. Amy is one of our awesome, hardworking teachers that just finishing up her year. So we thought we'd take a moment because I wanted Amy to share her story and her experience in our office. And hopefully that's something that can motivate or inspire somebody out there. But Amy, thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. But tell me a little bit about, if you remember back several months ago, what brought you into the office?
It was mid-December, and I was having a rough time physically. I was in pain from my knee, but also other aches and pains. I was actually having trouble with balance. There were a few times where I was dizzy and had headaches, and I didn't know if I was sick or if it was, I just didn't know. And I just knew I couldn't go on like that. And I happened to mention to my sister, she knew I was struggling with some things, and she's the one who brought me here.
Awesome. And then do you remember kind of when you first, obviously your sister talked to you about coming in, how did you feel about that first part of it? Meaning like coming into the office, making an appointment, were you nervous at all? Or tell me about that experience.
Well, anything new is a challenge for me, but it's not that I was particularly yay chiropractic or a skeptic. I always just keep an open mind. And so from the moment I talked to somebody at the front desk and made the appointment and walked in the door, everybody was so incredibly friendly that there was never a moment after that I was nervous about anything. And the level of trust that I felt, that everybody has my interest at heart, and that's just genuine, it's sincere, and I never doubted that for a minute, and so I knew I was in good hands.
Awesome. We know where we started. Where are we now?
We know where we started. My knee is better, even though it's osteoarthritis. Just by working, getting the spine back to where it needs to be, the pressure is actually off the joint. And I've been relatively pain-free for about 3 months.
Awesome.
So that has been fantastic. The dizziness, the headaches gone, balance is better, overall strength is better. And just little things here and there that I've noticed. I hadn't realized how much my neck was bothering me. With everything else, I hadn't really noticed. Yes. And so that, of course, as you say, once the head's on straight, everything else kind of falls in place, and that's what has really happened. Awesome. So I've noticed a big difference, and it was gradual. Yeah. I was one of those, I think the initial results maybe were a little slower, but I expected that, and I knew that could happen, and so I just went with it. Yeah. There was just a moment when I turned the corner, and I was definitely knew that I was improving.
Awesome. Just one last thing I want to share is just maybe there's somebody out there that's like you, that's maybe even dealing with and just putting up with stuff or struggling or losing balance or dizzy or headaches. What might you say to them or share with them?
Just make a call and come in and let them help you. You just never know until you try, and it's nothing to be scared of. And the information, I'm a very logical person, and so the information was presented to me in a very logical way of, here are the pictures, here's what's happening, here's what we can do, and here's what it'll take, and that's been absolutely true. So it's a step.
Awesome. Well, I like that. Give it a try, especially if you're out there and you've maybe tried a bunch of other things, and maybe things haven't gone the way you wanted it to go. Perhaps this is something that could be of help for you. We've been able to, thank you, Amy, for sharing your story, because I'm hoping that there's people out there that may be inspired to take that step. And so if there's something that we can help you with, we'd love to be able to serve you. We thank Amy for sharing your story, and we hope that you have a blessed day.